Okay. Good evening, everybody. Today our topic is terrorism. Start.
The word terrorism means
Today's our topic is terrorism, and we can divide our topic in 4 parts. First is its definition or information, and second is its cause of terrorism in India, and third is effects of terrorism in India, and fourth is its solution. Let's start to its information of terrorism. Terrorism is the
information word की जगह information word की जगह introduction word use करो.
Introduction. Yes, sir.
Continue.
Terrorism is the uses of force or violence against person or property in the violations of criminal offense, and terrorism often use threat to create fear among the public. And these are many groups of terrorists like ISI, Baghdadi, Talibani, and so many. And Naxalis also, they brainwash the new youth and preparing for terrorism, and they use the youth energy against our peaceful society. And these terrorists come in India from Pakistan, Bangladesh, and Afghanistan. And what's your view, gentlemen?
Yes, Rajat, terrorism is an illegal act which aims to create fear among the ordinary people. They want to disturb the peace of our country, and terrorism is very active in India. If we want the see, if we find the reasons behind it, there are so many reasons. Like firstly, India's or overdeveloping day by day. And what's your
yes, Anu, I agree with you. Terrorism is a critical situation, and it is not just a word. It is the most important threat among the humanity. And today, terrorism is not a problem of India. Our neighboring country and the government across it making a lot of efforts to deal with it. And the people fighting violence, fighting all of this is terrorism. And the largest terrorist attack is considered to be the World Trade Center on 11 September 2001. And so, what's your opinion, gentlemen?
yeah,
Yes,
man,
I agree
yeah,
with
man.
you. I'd like to add another point in the introduction. Terrorism is the unlawful use or threat of violence, especially against a group of people, society, country, or a nation, as a politically motivated means of attack, intimidating gang activities, street terrorism, etc. The major goal of terrorism is to destroy the public sense of security in the places that are most familiar to them. These places include big buildings, military installations, etc. So, guys, there are different types of the terrorism, like transnational, national, vigilant, insurgent terrorism. So, guys, what's your view? Like to add another point in the introduction.
Yes,
Terrorism
Swati, I agree with you. In terrorism, the people who carried out this type of
bombing
terrorism is known as terrorist, and this type they put forward. They do the things like bombing, murder, kidnapping, and many more things. Yeah, Naman, carry on. Your point.
So I think, gentlemen, it is enough introduction. So if you allow, then
No,
we
I
can move
want
to.
to.
Okay, yes, Shefali, you can.
Okay, gentlemen. The most talked about issue in the world is terrorism, and terrorism is an organized system of intimidation for the political ends. And India has been too long suffering from this danger, and so on from many years also. And terrorism is a political cancer which needs to be a very deep-rooted operation. And the people who are made to become terrorists, either they are manipulated in a such a way that they do not know for what they are doing, or they are manipulated to act this out for their countries also. And terrorism can be acted out
Okay, gentlemen.
within a country between two groups of people with their different ideals. And we can also say that terrorism always spread the message of hateness and violence. Now you can say.
Okay, gentlemen, let's move to its next point, causes of terrorism. Causes of terrorism, demolitions of Babri Masjid in 1992 and Gujarat riots 2002, and arrest Muslims in big number under Kota in Gujarat, and many fake reports reported by media, and poor and economic and poor conditions of their community And what's your view, gentlemen?
Yes, Rajat, I
There are
agree with
some
you.
more
And
reasons
I want
like
to add some
social
more.
and political injustice. According to me, when a people realize that the government injustice with them, so they are start terrorism because they believe that if they are violence, so it bring a change. Second one is intolerance. Like intolerance, the growing the growing intolerance due to increasing
Hello.
populace and decreasing the resource. And third one is communications, like in this time communication system is very good, so so it helped the terrorist, to give their ideas, to give
Yes,
their idea.
I would like to continue from here. One reason is lack of education. अगर देखा जाए तो जिस कंट्री में एजुकेशन की कमी होगी तो वहाँ पे जो लोगों का ब्रेन ड्रेन करना आसान होगा, so they pursue terrorism as their occupation, so they start doing terrorist activities. And if we see that production and availability of firearms also increase the extent of terrorism. अगर जहाँ पे देखा जाए हथियार होंगे और बम, टेररिज्म बढ़ता ही होगा, क्योंकि लोगों के पास होगा नहीं कुछ काम करने के लिए, तो देखा जाए तो वहाँ पे टेररिज्म बढ़ेगा ही. और रैपिड population growth is one of the another reason, because if there is large population, then the number of people unemployed will be also large, then there will be no work for them to do, so they pursue terrorist activity, because the terrorist जो बाहर की जो वो हैं कम्युनिटी जो ग्रुप हैं तो वो उनको फंड करते हैं, तो उन्हें अपना घर चलाने के लिए
Last 5
करना ही
minutes
पड़ता
left, gentlemen. Last 5 minutes left.
है. You can
Yes,
go on.
yes, I
Okay,
agree with you,
gentlemen, let's
Naman,
move
that
to its effects.
that
Loss.
I thought we should
आतंकवाद का सबसे बड़ा कारण हमारी
Sitaram.
अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट है, और आतंकवाद का सबसे बड़ा कारण हमारी अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट और हमारी एजुकेशन सिस्टम है. हमारा एजुकेशन सिस्टम आज भी वैसा ही है जैसे पहले था, और इसके कारण ही बच्चों की सोच डेवलप नहीं हो पा रही, लेकिन उनकी स्किल्स भी इसके साथ डेवलप नहीं हो पा रही. तो हमें आतंकवाद को कम करने के लिए बच्चों की स्किल डेवलप करनी पड़ेगी, और दैट्स माय ओपिनियन.
Yes, Jay, I agree with you. Gujarat, would you like to add another point in it?
Yes, I want to add some points. Terrorism is generated due to extremism, patriotism, religion, and as well as racism. Terrorism destroy the fundamental rights of citizens. Anybody else wants to some more points, or we can move?
Okay,
Yes,
gentlemen,
I
let's
can
move to its
add
effect. If you
yes,
have
I'll add no point. आतंकवादी की गतिविधियों को धार्मिक कट्टरता बहुत ज्यादा प्रोत्साहन करती है. इसके कारण कई लोग एक दूसरे की मृत्यु का कारण भी बन सकते हैं. Yes, we can go to next point.
Okay, gentlemen, let's move to its next point, its effect. And loss of innocent human lives, and hundreds of families destroyed, women, widow, and children orphaned, and divide between communities on the increase, economic growth being hampered, and increased pressure on law enforcing agencies, and terrorist also affects our tourism of India. And what's your view, gentlemen?
Yes, Rajat,
Yeah,
I agree.
All
Rajat,
terrorist
I
acts
agree
are
with you.
Yes, Rajat, I agree with you. I want to add some
yes,
more
all
points.
terrorist acts are motivated by
Terrorist attack challenges the peace prosperity of the country. It also increases the rise of inflammation in the world, and it also affects the trade and foreign exchange of the country. Please add some more points in it.
Yes,
Yes,
Deepa, I
all
agree.
terrorist acts are motivated by two things, that is social and political injustice, and there are only weak and indirect relationship between poverty and terrorism. And most of the time, terrorism is an opposition the way of doing things.
Yes, Shefali, I agree with you. I would like to add another point in the effect. Terrorist attacks can also destroy the public sense of security, because it also destroys the confidence in the markets. This can lose in the trade of the many countries. Number second thing is that it can destroy the biological system. Maximum species of flora and fauna would harm by the terror attacks. So guys, what's your view?
Yes, Swati, I agree with you. I want to add some more points on the effects of the terrorism. So first of all, terrorism creates the fear among the people, which feel insecure in their country. And terrorism give a great impact on community and society on multiple levels. And terrorist attack considered to be the result many loss of many social and economic consequences. And terrorist attack may
Last
affect,
1 minute left, gentlemen.
terrorist attack.
Let's
Let's move towards the
Yes.
conclusion
The
points.
last, I would like to add last in this, though the main cause जो terrorist आतंकवादी होते हैं तो वो ये चाहते हैं कि एक कंट्री में कैसे पॉलिटिकल इंस्टेबिलिटी लाई जाए, तो जो सबसे बड़ा इफेक्ट हो सकता है तो टेररिज्म में इफेक्ट है वो आता है कि सरकार भी गिर सकती है, जो कि फिर हमारे जो टेररिस्ट ग्रुप हैं वो ओवर
Okay, gentlemen, we can add some points.
Yes,
All
I agree with you,
countries
Naman.
resolve this situation as a team of anti-terrorism group, and all countries should teach in school or college on about terrorism challenges and their solution. And all countries improve their cyber system and their security and police force. And every country must improve their education system and provide employments for youths. And what's your view, gentlemen?
Yes,
Yeah,
Rajat,
one important point
Yeah.
I want to add here. हमें जो है
As-
ये समझनी होगी कि हमारे कल्चर, रिलीजन, बिलीफ एंड हमारा जो भी ह्यूमन बिहेवियर, दोनों के बीच का डिफरेंस समझना यहाँ बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है. बस यही वजह है टेररिज्म, हम लोग समझ नहीं
Yes.
पाते हैं.
Yes, guys.
I agree
Anu
with you.
and you can also participate. Would you like to add something in the solution?
No,
Yes.
Swati.
Yes, I can
That's
add
fine.
my point.
Yes,
आतंकी
Shefali,
आतंकवाद
every
को रोकने
government.
के लिए हमें ज्यादा से ज्यादा नॉलेज ज्यादा हमें चाहिए और इन के बारे में हमें एक दूसरे के बारे में सोचना चाहिए.
Stop.
Yeah.
आप अपने पॉइंट देख लो. मैंने सबका एक सेकंड लिखा है कि कौन कितना सेकंड बोला और कितनी बार बोला है. ठीक है, चाहे आप बाद में इसको मैच कर लेना. रजत, मैं रिकॉर्डिंग पॉज कर रहा हूँ.